Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review for Chainsaw Man, episode 3. And once again, 10 out of 10. And I gotta say, with our character Denji, right off the bat, he just won't stop. He'll do anything to stop at nothing, and, to forget his hands on a woman's chest, to touch and feel, or to cop a feel, he was saying, to copping a feel on a woman's tits, right? And which reminds me, he's kind of reminding me of Issei in a way, in high school DD, He just kind of reminds me because how Issei always wants to touch, either Rias or Akano's, whatever, right? Or Zenovia, wherever. Denji's kind of reminding me of Issei in a way. But Chainsaw Man episode 3 was just another knockout banger, it's just the whole thing, ever since the whole thing, which we got some more moments too, though. But when it came down to the fight with between him and the Bat Devil, that was like utterly insane. But before I get into that, though, just after when Power splashes that sea cucumber devil, whatever, and then she gets in an argument with Denji, saying, "Oh, he's the one who told me to go and destroy. He ordered me to." And then Denji's like, "No, you're a liar. I didn't say nothing. You did it on your own." And then Makima's just like, you know what? I just don't care who, And just in other words, it's just fun back and forth with these characters. I really did enjoy it, and then with Makima was talking to these more higher superior ups, right? And he's asking how is all these recruits, which they're calling them dogs too, calling them hounds or whatever, training, right? And Makima was explaining one is what wishes that she said? One's that sorry, if you say that cut again, well, because this time I had to eat my dinner. Sorry, that's why once again cut. Been doing that a lot recently. She's been, well, what can you do? But anyway, but as I was saying, as Momoko was as Makima was telling those higher ups, saying how the trainees are going, right? What they actually call hounds, dogs, right? Makima is saying one seems very promising, and the other one is interesting, and one goes interesting. And then the other one, so he's as she's driving with Aki, and how Aki's saying how Denji knows, about how he's just not. He doesn't want to accept that as part of the group or whatever. He just wants he's just a useless or foolish person, right? And but what she said, which was interesting, is because I like how what she was talking about, because she's drinking coffee, right? And she's like, if you make a coffee devil, that doesn't seem it seems weak, right? Because it's coffee, right? But then what if we may say a car devil, a little bit more dangerous, right? Because it can run you over and etc., right? But then referring to Denji is how interesting he is, because he is chainsaws. And I like how she's taken such a great interest in Denji, because of his unique ability, right? A human with devil abilities, especially he can transform into chainsaws, and Makima has shown a really good interest in him. Saying how he's a pup, right? Because training dogs, right, up to be hunters, right? So, and then back with Denji and Power, how he's he's getting a drink, and he's saying how he would like just to touch, be able to cop a field, especially with Boogie's looking at Power's chest too, right? And Power is holding a cat, and she's telling us her thing how she doesn't care about anybody in this world except for when it comes with cats, right? Because she had a cat. She befriended a cat. She befriended a cat called Meowy, and kind of took care of it. Back when before she joined this whole public safety thing, she was she said she was a blood devil. She's a blood devil, so she's running around all over, butt naked basically, and just killing whatever she liked, and when she found this cat, and it's like shows like she milked the cow to give the milk to the cow, right? But at the same time, she goes and decapitates that cow when she's holding the head with her, just. It really shows that she doesn't like anything in this world except for that one cat that she liked. And then she's at this house, and this is when she comes across this bat devil, this giant bat devil. Which, when I first see this bat devil, this huge bat devil, is like, wow. And goes and takes that cat and holds it hostage, until it brings a new, some new blood for that, for that bat devil, so they can give the cat back, right? So, and even Denji's like, I'm not really the cats, but if it became the dogs, then we have something to work with, right? And he explained how he had his pet devil dog or chainsaw, and Pochita is how when he died, he said he's here with me though, right? And even Power's like, well, if it's not there, it's dead, so it's kind of like meaningless if it's not physically there, right? And he's explaining how, and he's like, oh, you want to touch my chest, right? Well, how about you do this? You kill this bat devil for me and get the cat back, and maybe, and and then just Denji's like instantly like, oh, that dang devil, how dare he does this to cats, I'll make him pay, whatever. He goes act all this high and mighty because, oh, now he likes cats now because now he gets a chance to cop a feel, he's always been saying. So they go out to this one house, like this isolated house, almost like in the middle of nowhere, and then Power goes and just hits him with her blood hammer, drags him to the house, and then just basically try to feeding him to the bat devil. Even though he tasted some of his blood, he's like, oh, it's disgusting, repulsive. And then he takes the cat, right, and goes and ends up swallowing the cat anyway. And he's like, oh. Well, because, since Power is basically an emotionless person, so she's like, oh. And then she looks at Denji's like, well, how he said about how pets die, right, and it's not there no more, and he's saying, he's like, you know what, now I see why. And then the bat goes and swallows her up, which I don't think she's dead. I mean, probably because by the end of this episode, right, after that tense fight, but she's not gonna probably dead. Probably she's gonna be just come out of that thing's stomach. Probably the cat, maybe, who knows? Because if she's a main character and she's in the whole OP, right? The whole opening intro. I mean, that would be the thing, just 3 episodes in, you kill her main character already. But, maybe because by the next episode, she'll probably just merge out of that thing's stomach, probably. So that's what I'm thinking, because, I mean, really can't kill the main character off already. 3 episodes in. But then he goes and tries to go seek more blood in the city, and Denji's holding on, and then it's when we get that really great, awesome, insane fight in the city when he revs himself up and just becomes that chainsaw man again. It was just the animation when it comes especially to the fight scenes is fantastic, and also like I said, I'm really loving how the way the sound designs. I try to always say that enough in anime, but when it comes to sound design, especially when it comes to Denji's chainsaw sounds, like how the sounds of his blades are when he's revving himself up and the blades are powering up, and just all the sounds of that just makes it really, really well done, I would say. And the whole fight, just how they're just crashing the buildings, and then he throws the bat throws the car at a person, which he retracted his blades in his arms to catch it, which means he has super strength now. And he's like, why are you saving human? And then Denji's like, oh, I don't give a damn. I'll do anything just basically to I want to cop that field, basically. Cop that feeling, Like I said, this man will do anything just to grab some boobies, right? Like I said, it's like when it just reminded me of Issei from High School DD. How he means well. He does fight in battle, but when he fights, he wants to do it, because a lot of times, like, hey, he wants to do it because hey, I'll just be able to Well, because he all the girls lay in bed with him, so he gets all that already. So, but it just ways like he's just reminding me of Issei, and just the whole just all this whole entire action sequences is really well done, and it's really it was really awesome in general, and then. Then like this bat does this one thing, goes like this, it goes and blows the guy right through building after building. You see this big hole goes right through freaking buildings, and we think he's done. He tries to take this one guy's like, oh, you reek of cigarettes, but you'll have to do for now. And then Denji just comes out ready for round 2, and now the whole thing is like, now the whole bad thing is scared. Now it's like, oh, stay away from me, and just goes and tries to punch, but Denji goes and cuts his arm up, and then cuts the whole guy to pieces, inside and out. And like I said, I assume that that power is still alive because main character, even though the opening intro, I assume that she's still alive, especially how strong this character is. But probably she's got pop. Probably next episode, probably she's gonna pop out of the stomach, whatever. Probably with her cat still in the cage, I mean, it's like how she was like, oh, because oh, how you lost your pet, well, now I feel the same way, But just basically just more emotionless, like she is. But they just... I mean, Denji, he's proven to be the ultimate badass, Like, he just makes Leatherface look like a cockroach. Leatherface the cockroach, and just Denji just squashed him to the floor, That's what he made Leatherface look like. He's a cockroach, and Denji just crushed him to the floor. And it's like the other thing with all the characters in this episode. Like I said, this episode has been 10 out of 10. It's easily the best episode I've watched yet. Easily the best episode yet. And excuse me. And just all the characters have the moments like just like with first of all with Makima, explaining the whole thing with the coffee, and how saying how Denji is interesting, like same with the coffee devil, and working with the car, then up to Denji, what makes him so interesting, and how with powers and how she just hates everything, and just except for the cat that she just befriended, until doing what she can, even though she said that you get the cat, but ends up blindsiding Denji, just for a sacrifice just to get her cat back. But even just like Denji, he's just becoming more like I said with Issei, because he wants to, because like Issei, he sees all the girls as booze and all that stuff, and just and plus like he's always he gets in bed with him anyway with especially Rias, and Akino and all the other girls, just but like I say, he's in a way Denji's in a way kind of like Issei though. But the thing is though, but more on his part is more sympathetic because how he grew up, because he was on the streets, he was trash, until he came into this public safety, he got meals, drinks, a bath, all the covers he never had, and he's having the best. It's the best thing that ever happened to him, and now he just wants to go and touch a woman's chest, like how he's eyeing for Makimas, and how he was looking at Powers, and even Powers like, oh, you wanna fill a woman's chest, huh? Well, if you help me find my cats, maybe you can. And then just instantly Denji is like, oh, this devil will pay for a cat, Even though Uri is like, he was first, if it was a dog, maybe we'll have something compatible to work with. So, and like I said, the whole thing with the whole Bat Devil fight was absolutely awesome and insane. Animation is on point. Even the music, the music in this episode was really fantastic. Even I forgot to mention the ending. The ending, the opening and the ending. The ending was, just the animation, the ending was really well done. Especially how the first half of that ending with the music is like a sinister tone, and almost it does like about the halfway through, it goes like a flip to a light animation from blood red animation to a light animated to a heart or more light toned music as well. Because each one of these endings has been, each one of the music endings have been completely different, and this one I think is easily the best one. For the best ending and for the best music choice as well. So yeah, Chainsaw Man episode 3 has been awesome. It's easily the best episode yet. 10 out of 10, 5-star easily. I'm just loving the show so much. I'm just why I know why this was hyped up so much, and it never let let me down, or other people who are liking the show never let them down. You know, this is just on par with Spy Family. But the thing is, though, I still stand by saying I still like Spy Family more because I love the Forager family. I love Lloyd, Yor, Anya. You know, even I'm liking Bond the dog. You know, just all the stuff that has happened in that series. I just love. So that's why I'm still saying I'm putting Spy Family still above this. Like, Spy Family is right here. Chainsaw is just right there. You know, it's that close. But yeah, with that is easily two of the best animes I've seen so far. You know, well, Spy Family and Chainsaw Man also. But I've liked to also pass several ones as well. So, which the next video I'll be doing is the next episode review for Reincarnated as a Sword. So that's gonna be after this. So stay tuned for that video. But episode 3 of Chainsaw Man, thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Easily the best episode yet. Love everything about this episode. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode review for Reincarnated as a Sword, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.